skills.
There's a lot you can do when you don't have a job.
Yeah, right. Brittney Spears is going through it right now and probably has been for a few years.
Ever since she got into that mouse house.
Well, remember when everybody thought that it was so wrong that she had this conservatorship and we need to free Britney? And I think it was Corey Adam and I who were the most passionate about saying, like, all of you fuckers are going to sit here and chant free Britney.
And she's going to just drag herself down.
They're going to remove this conservatorship, and then you're all gonna disappear and like, yay, look what we did, we freed Britney. And then when she becomes a fucking head case, you guys are gonna be nowhere to be found, and you're gonna be celebrating her going crazy, and you're gonna laugh about it, when the rest of us were saying this bitch needs to be on this conservatorship. Like, people don't know this, she was down to like her last $3 or $4 million before
her dad took over.
Her dad took over that conservatorship and built it to $60 million again. And then they took her off of it because it was so wrong and so terrible that she was on the conservatorship. And how did she prove to the entire world that she was ready to take on life without a conservatorship? She started dancing in her entryway with butcher knives. Like she's an Arabian princess. Now it's gotten so bad for Brittney Spears. You know, before I went away on my vacation, Kevin Federline wrote a book, and he talked about how hard up Brittney Spears is psychologically right now. It's now gotten to the point where none other than Bam Margera is now offering to help Brittney Spears get better. Now, a couple of things on this. One, I am so happy to see that Bam Margera, like, look, my shit's recorded. My shit's out there. I can't sit here and pretend that I thought Bam Margera was going to be okay.
No, I didn't. I honestly, he's outlived my life expectancy for him.
Right. I thought he was circling the drain and there was no hope. So let me say this first and foremost. I am so happy. I'm so proud of Bam Margera for proving me wrong. I'm happy to be wrong. The fact that this guy is coherent enough to understand that Britney's going through it and offering his help is amazing. Two, that he did it without Diamond Dallas Page. It does seem like the only way you can get over drug addiction and mental health problems is DDP Yoga nowadays. But
well, then is he really out of it, or are we just in one of his clean spots? He's had them before.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm not so sure he didn't go to the accountability crib. Hold on. DDP Bam Margera. Because he fixed Butterbean, remember?
Yeah, he got that guy down. He got, what's his name, walking again?
Lex Luger.
Lex Luger, yeah.
Oh,
got
wait.
him walking again.
Hey, would you say about in the last year, Bam Margera turned it around?
Yeah.
Seems like I was wrong. This is Bam Margera 8 months ago. Not shitting you. This is not edited.
You're fucking kidding me. So he did do DDP Yoga.
Diamond Dallas Page fixed Bam Margera as well. The guy should be qualified for sainthood.
I mean, he's pulled off 2 miracles already with Bam and Lex Luger.
Bam, Lex Luger, Jake the Snake Roberts, Dustin Rhodes, Butterbean. There's so many people. I mean, so the motherfucker fixed Bam Margera as well. And by the way, is that Charles Oliveira?
I don't know.
On the end, the UFC fighter?
I didn't know. I don't know who either of those two are.
And I think that's Thumpasaurus, the guy who does strutting. But yeah, okay, well, shit. Bam Margera did DDP Yoga then too. Chalk another win for the yoga. So, oh, by the way, Main Vein, thank you for the $1, but I did play Erica today in Light the Light, just letting you know. So anyway, Bam Margera is now in a position to share the gospel of DDP and help Brittney Spears. I think this would be awesome. I'm playing this for 2 reasons. One, maybe this is the beginning of the beginning for Brittney Spears, but I just want to see Bam Margera well enough to put this out there.
I wanted to ask you, I know there's been some pretty concerning paparazzi photos of Brittney Spears that came out last week. spotted out at a bar with a friend. I know some people are worried about her. What's your thoughts on the situation?
Well, I have her tattooed right here that says, "Oops, they did it to me too," because I've had a guardian ad litem just like her, and I totally get it. They're
okay, but you needed one too.
Yeah, no offense, buddy. You should. This is where I'm like, are you better? Because if you were better, I feel like you would understand there was a time when, whether you like it or not, people needed to kind of, keep an eye on you.
That is an important part of staying clean in recovery too, is basically surrendering to all your wrongs.
Right, and admitting that you made them.
Like if you're still fighting any of those, that's a serious temptation to start using again.
Mm-hmm.
So, by the way, I don't want to shit on this moment. He sounds light years better. Like he
looks
great.
amazing compared to how we've seen him.
Yeah, he looks and sounds awesome. And you know what's really cool about Bam Margera is that he turned the nose of the plane up before his fortune was all gone. Like the thing that was really dangerous for Bam Margera is now the thing that's really good about Bam Margera. When he was circling the drain, the biggest problem was he still had plenty of money.
Yeah, he had plenty of money to take himself the rest of the way down.
And now he's starting to figure shit out, and he's still got plenty of money, which is nice.
Our only solution is, even if you sip a beer or smoke of a weed or whatever it is, treatment, lock them up for 90 days. So you're constantly walking on eggshells, and as soon as you get a moment of freedom, all you want to do is get as larried up as possible to forget how you even got into this situation. So luckily for me, I hit my own rock bottom, and my wife is a stretch coach and a nutritionist, and who actually spent some time with Britney, and she completely fixed me with the ultimatum of, I got a gay boyfriend. It's called alcohol. So if it touches my lips, I'm cheating. So, I've reached a year. September 28th is my sober date of sobriety. But when I was with Lamar Odom, Britney's house was right down the street. I'm ready to just knock on that door and say, hey, if you want help, it's right here. Wifey. I was in the same.
I'm a little pissed at Bam Margera. You want to know why?
Why?
Did you hear him give all the glory to his wife? Who was he leaving out?
DDP?
Fucking DDP. Diamond Dallas Page, the junkie whisperer, fixes you, helps you out, and you give all glory to your wife. You son of a bitch.
To be fair, Diamond Dallas Page doesn't do it for the fame, firstly. Secondly,
he's a monk.
He still wants to get blowjobs, so of course he's going to thank his wife.
That's a good point. DDP probably not as good in that department.
Same situation. I didn't know who to believe. I didn't know who to trust. And finally, when I deleted everybody from my life that was, in a negative way or always trying to tell me to get help, as soon as I deleted them, I don't need any more help. I needed help to get away from you people. So now I have a small circle of tight, positive, sober friends.
There's still kind of a little bit of blame in there. Like, there still seems to be a little bit of pushback in old Bam. I'm not sure this is the end. I hope it is.
I worry. Because it still seems a lot like he's saying, look, this was all done to me and I hit my rock bottom. And it's like, yeah, but if it was done to you, what was the rock bottom?
Yeah, I worry about the accountability portion of it. I hope I'm wrong. I hope he's fine. I hope he's going to be good. But there seems to be, whenever you have that much emotion, you worry if that spills over, what are you going to turn to?
And I couldn't be happier.
Of course. I know. What do you think about K-Fed, dropping the tell-all book?
Oh, see, I don't care about this part.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah, I wonder if that's not really good for someone who's going through a recovery to help somebody else. Spread the word.
I think that you need a certain amount of time in recovery. I don't know what that is. I don't know what the benchmarks are. But that's one of those where that's really dangerous. Like, when you're already working your way across the tightrope, just because you've got a handle on how you are doing it right now doesn't necessarily mean you're ready to extend yourself to help someone else.
What if he tries to help Brittney Spears and she fails? Does he take that hard?
Right. That's what I'm saying.
It's a possibility. Chips and Diff with $5 says, speaking of drinking, see if you see what I see in this story. What the fuck? All right, we'll check that out in a second here. $1 from Main Vein says, I grabbed 2 weeks worth of groceries just in case it goes off this weekend. Personally, I hope it does. It's going to be mostly mud. Thank you, Main
Didn't want
Evade.
to finish reading that one.
I don't think I needed to. You know,
It was up there long enough. I was able to finish reading it myself.
I don't think I needed to. 175 away from tomorrow morning's goal. Let's see if we can get under one. Let's see if we can get to 100 by the end of today. I wouldn't even say we took it easy on the goal today. We didn't even. There was no goal.
Yeah,
Discussion
we've had it banged
or
out
anything.
since we started, so we just kind of played
Yeah.
it chill.
Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed it today. Lab Glass says 1 year is definitely not enough. 5 years at minimum, and I'm at 14 years. I'm sure there's a lot of people who get clean who can't help anyone else because they're like, look, man, I'm taking care of my own shit.
Right? And like I said, the part that worries me is we already have the language and the idea of like he's putting qualifiers on why he went through what he went through and what he went through. Like,
I think
at no point.
I think it's probably smart to be skeptical of any addict. You know?
Next thing you're going to tell me is they're unreliable.
Well, they have a history, you know. But no, again, let me be very clear. It is so cool to see Bam Margera coherent, normal,
Happy, healthy,
I mean, it's
with the idea that we might see him again when we see a clip.
100%. Yeah, because for a while there, it was pretty touch and go.
It was like, oh, is this the last